Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Proper Take. It's Tuesday, the 26th of April. Well, the day yesterday, we went 3-0. We swept the board on our picks that we gave you. Always a good feeling next day, especially money-wise. So let's hope we can do the same again today. Let's get right to it, and let's get right to NBA games, see what's going on. We got 3 games today in the NBA. Starting with the Miami Heat they're at home to the Atlanta Hawks. They did comfortably beat the Hawks last game in Atlanta. They're now 3-1 up on the series. Kyle Lowry's still out for Miami. Lou Williams is still out for Atlanta. Bogdanovic and Capella are game time decisions, but I think they're going to be good to go. I mean, it's a losing out game for Atlanta, so they're going to have to put everything into this game. They're +7 on this one. I don't think they're going to win, but I'm not sure if they're going to cover. I don't think that's going to be one of our top picks. And then you got the Minnesota Timberwolves going back to Memphis. 2-2 the game there. They split the games in Minnesota. First game back in Memphis. Both teams pretty healthy. Memphis Grizzlies are a 6-point favorite in this. It's going to be a tough game. I think Memphis are going to have too much, though, at home for the Timberwolves. And then you got the Pelicans at the Suns. So there's still no Booker for the Suns. He's going to be out for a few weeks with that hamstring injury. Pelicans are going to be a 6.5-point underdog in this one. Suns don't seem to be playing great offensively without Booker, so it'll be interesting to see if they could change anything, have any adjustments to make themselves a better team there on the offensive side. Let's get over to baseball. You got the Brewers at the Pirates. They've already had a series so far this year with the Brewers sweeping the Pirates. Woodruff pitching for the Brewers and Keller pitching for the Pirates. Woodruff hasn't had a great start to the season as he'd wanted to. He's got a 4.3 ERA, but he does has 2 wins and 1 losses under his belt, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that part of the stats. And then you got the Padres at the Reds. Musgrove pitching for the Padres. Sam Martin pitching for the Reds. Reds are obviously at a bad start to the season. They do have India back in their lineup today, though. The Mariners versus the Rays in Tampa. Looks like Josh Fleming's going to be the primary pitcher for the Rays. They're going to open up maybe with somebody else, though, pitching. And Logan Gilbert pitching for the Mariners, who started amazingly with a 0.54 ERA. And you got the Rockies at the Phillies. German Marquez against Zach Eflin. That was our top pick yesterday for the Phillies. There is a 54% chance of rain. Hopefully the game doesn't get rained out, but Eflin will be looking for a better performance from himself as far as the first couple of games go. You got the Oreos at the Yankees with Jordan Lyles pitching for the Oreos and Luis Severino pitching for the Yankees. They're just coming off a series 2, actually. The Oreos, I think they won that series 2-1. So Yankees will be looking for some revenge now in New York. The game was in Baltimore, the last series. You got the Marlins at the Nationals with Sandy Alcantara pitching, who's up there as one of my favorite pitchers for the Marlins against Josiah Gray, who's not had a bad start to the season at 3.14 ERA. I think the Nationals have lost their last 3 or 4 games in a row, so they'll be looking to bounce back today. Scratch that. Lost last 5 in a row. And then you got the Red Sox, at the Blue Jays again. They've also had a series already. Last one was in Boston. They lost 2-1. in the series to Toronto. Now they're in Toronto. They lost their first game yesterday, so they're already down 1-0 in this series. Nick Pivetta is pitching, who really would like a better start to the season. He's got a 10 ERA with an 0-3 record so far. Kevin Gausman pitching for the Blue Jays had a great start. Record-wise, only 1-1, but 2.89 ERA, which he couldn't have hoped for probably a better one. If you give him that by the end of the season, I'm sure he would take it. Red Sox are pretty desperate for a win there. And you got the Royals against the White Sox. Talking about desperate for a win and desperate for a good pitching is Dallas Keuchel and the White Sox. And the White Sox have lost their last 7 games in a row, which is not what they expected coming into the season. Got a 6-9 record of the year so far. Pretty much what the Royals have in 5-9. Daniel Lynch is pitching for the Royals, so 2 left-handed pitchers here. I don't know if I could trust Keuchel, to be honest. As much as I want to take the White Sox. And then you got the Chicago Cubs at the Braves. Marcus Stroman pitching for the Cubs. And Max Fried pitching for the Braves. I like Marcus Stroman. He's got an 8.78 ERA. I don't know if that's going to stay that high. Expect him to have a decent game today. And then you got the Detroit Tigers at the Twins. Chris Paddock pitching for the Twins. I'm sure he'd have hoped for a better start of the season too. He's 0-2 with a 5 ERA. And Eduardo Rodriguez pitching for the Tigers, who'd also have wanted a better start to the season at a 5.27 ERA. This could be a tough one for the Twins. There's a reason they're only minus 140. I mean, I think the books feel like it could be a tough one as well for them. And then you got the Mets against the Cardinals. Chris Bassett going to be pitching for the Mets. Jordan Hicks pitching for the Cardinals. You know how we feel about Jordan Hicks as a starter. I don't feel much about him as a starter, to be honest. The Mets did win that matchup yesterday. They are favorites going into that game again today. And then you got the Astros against the Rangers. So the Astros did lose the first game yesterday against the Rangers. Odorizzi pitching with a 0-2 start to the season and a 9 ERA. As I said, if you can get to Odorizzi to start off the game, it's usually not good. Taylor Hearn pitching for the Rangers, who had a terrible start to his game last time. Got lucky to get out of it. Not too badly hurt in the first few innings. Then we got the Guardians over at the Angels. The Guardians have lost their last 4. The Angels beat them yesterday in their opener. Patrick Sandoval pitching for the Angels and Tristan McKenzie pitching for the Guardians. Like a few underdogs in these games, I guess. Guardians could pull off that underdog win against Sandoval. And then you got the Dodgers at the Diamondbacks. I don't think I'll touch that game at all. Gonsolin pitching against Davis. And we got the Athletics against the Giants. Jeffries pitching against Rodon. Both pitchers have got a 1 point small ERA, so they're both pitching great to start the year. Giants are heavy favorites for that game, though, so I definitely wouldn't take the Giants. I definitely wouldn't be taking the Giants run line. Just don't think they're the type of team very rarely that's going to blow a team out. I'll take them to win, but not at minus 275. In hockey, the big game in hockey is going to be the Dallas Stars versus the Knights in Dallas. If the Stars win, then the Knights are out of playoff contention, and pretty much playoffs are sewn up in hockey. Everybody knows who's going to make it and who's not. So that will be the biggest game in hockey today. So let's get straight to our picks now. First, don't forget to like this video and please subscribe. As we said every time, it really helps us to carry on making these videos, and you get free winners, free money. It's been a great month for us. We're up massive, and so we're going to keep going throughout the year. So we're going to start off in the NHL. We are going to take the Knights at -110 against the Dallas Stars to win. So we're taking the Knights money line against the Dallas Stars. We are taking the Pelicans +6.5 against the Suns. So we're taking the Pelicans +6.5 against the Suns. And we are taking a huge underdog in baseball. We are taking the Red Sox +160 versus the Blue Jays. So there are 3 bets for the day. You got the Knights money line in hockey, Pelicans +6.5 in NBA, and the Red Sox +160 money line in MLB. Okay, there are 3 picks for the day. Thanks for watching. Let's go another 3-0 with a big day, and we'll catch you again here tomorrow.